the home of the smiling Sun champion, and of course Ferrari's biggest fan and Ferrari's fastest driver. As after the lovely hot lap, we will now go for a red hot lap here at around 10 of the 2025 FIA Formula 1 World Championship, which is of course the Canadian Grand Prix, and we will show you, just like we did in that F124 amazing record-breaking season, the fastest lap that we did during the whole weekend, when obviously we were using the tires with the tire wear, with the application of the ERS, for example, the energy store power, the battery power, and so on and so forth. We will show it to you on this beautiful Scuderia Red Retina Ferrari iMac, so that you will be basically thrown right into the cockpit, my basically second home sweet home, so that you can then clearly witness how I mastered the circuit de Gilles Villeneuve, of course, over here on the outskirts of on that man-made Ile Notre Dame Island, and how I did it with the SF1000 T818 Formula 1 Racing Simulator. So now, as you do know, in the previous 9 red hot laps, 7 of them basically took at the end of the Q3, right? So you might be wondering, well, that's very, very similar to the qualifying. Why have we been doing it? But remember, round 1, Australian Grand Prix. Remember round 3, Japanese Grand Prix. It was the sprint qualifying, I should say rather round 2, the Chinese Grand Prix. It was the sprint qualifying 2. And of course qualifying 1 respectively, when I was the fastest, right? But it's never been a practice session until now. That's right! So now, actually, my fastest time, very surprisingly, during the Canadian Grand Prix came during the practice 3, which is highly, highly unusual. But yeah, I managed to pull off the time of 1:10.964. So you will just get to see how exactly I did it. It landed me basically at the top of the standings by close to a second, more like 0.6 seconds. And yeah, I wasn't able to beat it in the qualifying, mostly because obviously, Q2 and Q3 obviously was badly affected by the rain. So as a result, and I haven't managed to go quicker in the qualifying 1 when the conditions were still good. I was 1:10 slower, so I was fastest in practice 3. Can you believe that? Yes. So this is exactly what happened. So without further ado, we will take a look at this red hot lap. I hope you guys will enjoy it. Again, you can find the setup in the description below. The setup is absolutely very important. It might not actually give such an outright speed during the Grand Prix weekend, especially mainly for the qualifying and the outright pace, but it's absolutely perfect for the race itself, as you probably already know. So over here, without further ado, I hope you guys will enjoy it. This is our special round 10, the 10 red hot lap of the special series that we started here for the 2025 FIA Formula 1 season. And for the first time ever, it's the fastest time I set in the practice session 3, unlike in the qualifying session. So, are you ready to see how I've thrown the car around the super fast circuit, the Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve, named after one of the Ferrari's heroes, and how I mastered it as me being the current Ferrari's hero and Ferrari's fastest driver? Of course you are! So, without further ado, 3, 2, 1, let's race!